If you're still not convinced that our thoughts, sometimes the ones that we aren't even aware of, shape our whole lives and can improve important relationships, I've got some proof for you from a very personal example. My youngest son, I went to New York City and met his new girlfriend. She pulled me aside. So recently I learned from Brenda Burchard a specific thing we can do besides just saying, well, think positive thoughts. That's so abstract. How do we do that? It's the way that you view what other people's intent is towards you. I'm gonna use my adult children as an example. When they are adults, you can't like mold what they're thinking. My youngest son, he's been in New York City since he went to college at 18 years old. So I go there to New York City sometimes to see him, and he comes home when he can, when we can, get the plane ticket and all that. I know that I love him and that he loves me. I had a good relationship, but it's very strange when you have an adult child, especially one that you don't see very often, because you're just thinking, you're a grown-up and I might not even know you, because we kind of change slowly and gradually as we are adults from 18 to 22, 25. We're changing the way we view the world, and we just have had so little time with him, really. I had started thinking, well, he thinks I'm an idiot, and he loves me, but doesn't really like me, and thinks I talk too much, but he's very patient. I mean, all these negative things. What is his intent towards me? How does he feel about me? I would have said that. Those are not true. What specifically happened was, about a year ago now, I went to New York City and met his new girlfriend. And she pulled me aside not long after we'd met. We were just walking, and she said, I want to tell you that Landon thinks you are amazing. What are you saying to me? She said, he talks about you. He thinks he's so proud of you, and he thinks you're so wise, and all these amazing things that I would have said. I would have bet money that was not the case. But what proof did I have? None. All the thoughts that I'd been in my mind, he thinks I'm an idiot, whatever, straight from the pit. Our brains come up with, it doesn't have to be from hell. Our brains think negative things without us even knowing about it. And if we listen to it and go, oh yeah, and we take that as truth, then that becomes our thought. Proof of that is nightmares. You're not consciously thinking scary things, awful things, but your brain goes, hey, if you've ever had a nightmare, you know about nightmares. They're horrible things that happen that you are asleep. You're not conscious of those things. Your brain can come up with horrible things. But my point is that from then on, I had to absorb it, kind of process it like he does. Okay. But it made every interaction I had with him different, because I was thinking, he respects me. He thinks I'm wise. I was able to gradually, I would not be defensive, and I could be more confident. And when you feel confident with someone, you can be more yourself, and there's just better interactions because you're not thinking, they think that was stupid. It's improved, it's changed my life, because it changes the way I think about him and what I think he's thinking about me. But that's the whole power of our thoughts, is that I could have decided a long time ago, no, he thinks I'm great. He said he thinks I'm amazing. It just would have taken a lot of determination to think that when I didn't know that was true. But if I could have done that, so the worst case scenario, they don't think that about you, whoever you're thinking of. Let's say they don't. You have the power to, if I could have convinced myself, what your brain will eventually believe what you're telling it. So if I had known years ago to say, you know what, I'm going to start saying that he thinks I'm amazing and he thinks I'm smart and talks about me to people, instead of saying he never does, he doesn't think about me, I'm a pain, blah, 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 blah. If I could have done that, that's what people talk about when they say the power of no one can make you feel a certain way without, your consent. And I've heard that, and I think, I'm sure that's true, but let's be real. But I'm telling you, this is the reason why you need to be determined to do that. The more that we try to find out what we are thinking and if it's true or not, to change what you think others are thinking about you. Because what changed? The only thing that changed was the way I'm thinking, my thoughts, conscious and unconscious, about what he thinks about me. And it's powerful, y'all. I just wanted you to chew on that and believe it, because it's true. So you could see how the power of our thoughts really do change our lives. When you convince your brain, actually, they think they like me. And you can decide to think that no matter what their response is. It changes what your body does. It doesn't go into that anxious fight or flight kind of state when you think someone's It feels like attacking, but they're not. Your nervous system goes, yeah, you better be on your guard. Okay. It changes the way that you react. And so if you decide they're for me, and yeah, maybe you're delusional, but still your happiness, your peace will be the same. If you can convince yourself their intent is good towards you. I mean, why not give them the benefit of the doubt? Because you get to reap the rewards because of in your peace of your mind. It's powerful. Thanks for listening. Why do I speak so awkwardly?